shelves of our supermarkets are full of goods, grains, baked products, sweets, milk products, and so on. Preserved vegetables and snacks are a significant part of this list because their taste has been familiar to us since our childhood. As of today, multiple plants and factories are producing such goods on an industrial scale. Watch Made in Ukraine and see the technological processes behind the scenes. There are two production departments in this plant: preserving department and tomato department. They differ in capacity and the types of foods they produce. The tomato department produces squash spread, tomato paste, tomato puree, and various preserved snacks. At the moment, the production line is set up for production of fried eggplants with pepper and garlic. The eggplants are grown in Odessa, Mykolaiv, and Kherson regions before being delivered to the plant. First of all, the eggplants are washed thoroughly. To prepare the snack, eggplants of certain size, color, and ripeness are selected. These are the standards for production. After the eggplants have been washed, the stems are cut away. A special cutting machine cuts the vegetables into rings of required thickness. The next stage is pickling. This is a mandatory step thanks to which the eggplants lose their usual bitterness. Only after that, the vegetables are sent for frying. Eggplants are fried using special stoves. They are similar to regular household frying pans, but are much larger and have different shape. The vegetables are fried with the so-called sharp steam. This is the key difference from frying eggplants at home. On a regular frying pan, eggplants are fried in hot oil, whereas at the plant, they are cooked in the so-called steam case. It makes the process of frying less harsh on the vegetable. Each eggplant ring is fried on both sides. The operator carefully controls the process. While the eggplants are being prepared, the filling, which is put at the bottom of the jar, is being cooked. Chili pepper and fresh garlic are washed and sent to a mixer. After the ingredients have been ground and mixed, a sort of a sauce is made. Salt, sunflower seed oil, and acetic acid are added. Then, the resulting mixture is poured onto the fried eggplants. Thanks to this technology, the taste of the eggplants is almost the same as that of the homemade ones. Eggplant rings and filling are put into jars in certain proportions, after which the jars are sealed on a special machine. Before that, though, the jars are carefully washed and decontaminated with hot steam. The next stage is sterilization. This is conducted in a pressure sterilizer. It is a special apparatus in which the sealed jars with the product inside are exposed to high temperature and pressure. The pressure sterilizer is filled with water heated up to 100 degrees Celsius. Then the jars are put inside and left for a while. The ready products go through laboratory control. The entire production process from washing to frying and packing is thoroughly controlled by departmental chiefs. This snack is de facto manufactured just like at home, with manual labor involved. However, this makes the eggplants even tastier. In one shift, the plant produces 3,000 jars of vegetables. This enterprise produces other salad-like snacks too, although when they are produced depends directly on the harvest season of one vegetable or another. Only fresh material is used here. The main production workshop, the preserving department, has a capacity several times larger than the tomato one. Various preserved tomato products are made here. At the moment, the workshop is processing cherry tomatoes. Such as the eggplants, the tomatoes are brought from southern Ukraine. They are thoroughly sorted, cleaned, and washed. The unfit tomatoes are used for tomato puree production. To make pickled cherry tomatoes, greens are required. They must stand up to certain standards. In particular, they mustn't be overripe. Therefore, the greens are inspected, washed, cleaned of impurities, and cut. After the tomatoes have been cleaned and washed, they, together with the greens, are put into jars. Then the contents are flooded with marinade made of vinegar, salt, and sugar. The jars are then sealed and sterilized. Quality control is conducted by experts at the Enterprises Lab. After sterilization, the products are sent to a warehouse where they spend at least 2 weeks, as the technology requires. In 14 days, the jars are checked for dimming of the substance or bulges of the lid, which means bacterial infection, as well as for physical damage, such as cracks on the jar itself. Ones that fail this stage of control are put away and the rest are washed and labeled. The last stage is packing for transport. The jars are tightly wrapped in several layers of polyethylene film, which keeps the jars safe during transportation to the customer.